1 second. Okay. This has come up. The thing is, my WhatsApp got halted. So I had to go 1 second. Huh? It downloads the no desktop. Me. It was where it was saved. It said my drive. Huh? Okay. Okay. Are you able to see the slide?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, but the size is small, right?
No, Mataji.
It's properly seen. It's full seen in proper screen.
Yes,
Just like
Mataji.
normal.
It's not.
Okay, because
It's not in full screen, but like
but
we
we
can.
Okay, yeah, because no, this is opening with my WhatsApp could is not working, so I have to give it to just give me 1 second. I'll just see if it is sharing, if it is saving over there. 1 second, okay? Hmm. No, no, where did it go? Hurry, ball. 0.7. Okay, now I should be okay, I guess. Because in that case, I wasn't seeing this. Okay. Now it's okay, right? Okay, I'm seeing this. Yeah, can we start with the praise? Subhadra, Giridhari?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Om Jnana Timidandasya Jnana Jana Shalakaya चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणे प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशयतदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य श्री गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Okay. So, is it Madhav over there? Okay. Hi, Krishna, everyone. So, who's there? Yeah. Subhadra Girdhari, can we start reading?
Yes, Swamiji.
16 May. When we are spiritually perfect, we develop the spiritual form to live eternally in the spiritual world. In the spiritual world, there are exactly the same things as we see here, namely the land, water, trees, birds, beasts, human beings, etc. And all of them are spiritual as all the varieties were all here are material. Letter to Guru Das, May 16th, 1970. Hare Krishna Kalani.
Mataji, can I explain?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, Mataji, what your Prabhupada is explaining in this quote for today is that, like, basically, he says that when we're spiritually perfect, like, when we reach the highest mode when we reach the highest mode for Krishna consciousness, we we can then see everything spiritually around us and and not materially like we used to. Like right now we are all we're now in the material, like we're all attached to something in the material world, but a spiritual person is not. And basically Srila Prabhupada says in the next sentence, in the spiritual world, they're exactly the same things as we see here. But however, however, in the material world, these types of things are different than in the than in the spiritual world, because even though they're the same thing, in this world, they're all material, like they're temporary, like they won't stay here forever. But in the spiritual world, it will stay there for eternity. Like it will always be spiritual and divine, and it will never evaporate, like it will never go away.
Right. Any verse you remember with respect to what Srila Prabhupada is saying over here? About the comparison between the spiritual world and the material world? Like as we say that it's same in the material and in the spiritual world, but only the thing is that it's spiritual over there and over here it's materially attached, right? So any verse that we remember? Is it Madhav? Haribol? Prema Rupa Madhavi Devi Dasi? Haribol, what's your name, beta? Do you want to unmute? I couldn't hear you.
Rasaraj.
Rasiraj. Oh, yes. You joined earlier also, right, Rasiraj? Yes. Okay. I will, let me see. Okay. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to write your name in brackets, okay? Is that okay? Your name is also seen against your mom's name. Okay. Hi, Bol Rasiraj. Welcome to the call. Thank you for joining. How old are you, Rasiraj?
4.
4 years old. So nice of you to join. Is there, what's there behind you? Let me see. It's Lord Jagannath in the Rath Yatra. Okay. Jagannath Rath Yatra. It's coming up, right? What do you know what's going on in Puri right now? in Jagannath Puri?
Yes.
What's
They're
going
pulling
on?
the cart.
Not yet pulling the cart. What are they doing now?
Huh? Building.
Yes, they're building the cart. And do you know when did it start building the cart? When did they start it? It was Akshat Tritiya, which came up last 2-3 weeks back. I
Yeah.
think 30th of April they had Akshat Tritiya. Akshat Tritiya is the day when they start building the cart for Lord Jagannath. And then when the procession will be later on, I think in June sometime, right? The Rath Yatra date. Okay, so welcome to the call, Rasraj. Rasraj, where are you located? Where do you stay?
Oregon.
Okay, very nice. Thank you for joining. Okay, are you okay to read?
No.
Okay,
Not
still
yet.
learning. Okay, okay. When there's a small some sentences, I'll ask you to read, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to say the Hare Krishna Mahamantra once? Once?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hari bol. Hari bol. Yeah. Subhadra Girdhari, did you remember which verse we were talking about? Any verse which to sync um with this quote of Srila Prabhupada? Okay, we'll go to it. Okay. When we are spiritually perfect, we develop the spiritual form to live eternally in the spiritual world. Right? So, along with the Lord, we can live with Him after if we get the liberation stage, and only then we go to the spiritual world. In the spiritual world, there are exactly the same things as we see here, namely the land, water, trees, birds, beasts, human beings, everything is there. But only what? The difference is they are spiritually inclined and we are materially. So to go with this, we have the 15.1 verse. Urdhva Moolam Adashakam. Remember that? 15.1 verse, that everything in the spiritual world and in the material world is same, only it is like the inverted banyan tree. Urdhva Moolam Adashakam. What is it? Ashwatham Prahuravyayam Chandansmi Yasya Parnani Yastam Vedasa Vedavid.
Wait, chapter 15, verse 1.
Yes, chapter 15, verse 1. Okay. So it is like the spiritual world and the material world is everything same. It is just the inverted image. So that it is whatever is material over there, the same things is spiritually inclined. And that is the reason it is similarity. It is only going to be what stage are we in, that we are in this worlds. Okay. So now we'll go with the verse. So today we are on 15.7. I think after 15.7, this 15.19, and then we finish the 15th chapter and then we'll be going to the 18th chapter. Okay, so Rasraj, what we were doing is we were doing the 108 verses of the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, we've started quite earlier and now we are near about ending, I think. But if one verse also we keep in there are 8 verses which are the important verses. So it will still take us time to complete this. And then later on, we are going to start something different again. Okay. We are going to start with the Rama Raksha or maybe something else which is going to be memorizing and explanation also. How many of you know the Rama Raksha? Have you heard about it?
I don't think so, Mataji.
The verse which comes into it? Adishri.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hari Bol. Hari Ram. Do you have you heard Ram Ram Rameti Rame Rame Manorame?
Manorame, Sahasranama Tattoyam, Ramanama Varanana.
Yeah, so that comes in the Rama Raksha. Okay, it's a whole it's a whole prayer. So we'll see if we can start that. Okay, so coming back to our Bhagavad Gita verse 15.7. You want to say you want to recite the verse, Subhadra?
Yes, Mataji. ममैवं च जीवलोके जीवभूत सनातना मनसा शास्त्रानि
Indriyani.
Shashtanindriyani prakrtisthani karshati.
Pratisthani karshati. Okay, so we'll go word by word. Okay. Mamaivansho.
Mamaivamsho.
Everybody can repeat after me. You can unmute yourself and repeat. Okay. Adhashri, Rasraj, Girdhari. Mamaivansho.
Mamaivamsho.
Mamaivansho jivaloke.
Mamaivamsho
ममेवंशो
jivaloke.
जीवलोके
Mamaivansho jivaloke.
Mamaivamsho
ममेवं
jivaloke.
Mamaivansho jivaloke.
Mamaivamsho
ममे
jivaloke.
Mamaivansho. Adhashri.
Mamaivamsho.
Repeat, Adhashri. I can't hear you.
ममेवंशो जीवलोके
Very good. Jiva Bhuta.
Jivabhuta.
जीवभूता
Jiva Bhuta.
Jivabhuta.
जीवभूता
Sanatanaha.
Sanatana.
सनातनः
Jiva Bhuta.
Jivabhuta.
जीवभूता
Sanatanaha.
सनातनः
Sanatana.
Jiva Bhuta.
Jivabhuta.
जीवभूता
Sanatanaha.
Sanatana.
सनातनः
Mamaivansho jivaloke.
Mamaivamsho
ममेवंशो जीवलोके
jivaloke.
Jiva Bhuta. Sanatanaha.
Jivabhuta.
जीवभूते सनातना
Sanatana.
Mana.
मना
Mana.
Shashtani.
Shashtani.
शिष्टानि
Indriyani.
Indriyani.
इन्द्रियाणि
Mana.
Mana.
मना
Shashtani.
Shashtani.
षष्ठानि
Indriyani.
Indriyani.
इन्द्रियाणि
Mana Shashtani Indriyani.
Mana
मनःशस्त्रेन्द्रियाणि
Shashtandriyani.
Prakriti.
प्रकृति
Prakriti.
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 प्रकृति
Sthani.
Sthani.
स्थानि
Sthani.
Thani.
स्थानि
Sthani.
Thani.
स्थानि
Karsati.
Karshati.
कर्षति
Karshati.
Karshati.
कर्षति
Prakriti Sthani Karshati.
Prakriti Sthani
प्रकृति
Karshati.
Prakriti Sthani Karshati.
Prakriti Sthani
प्रकृति स्थानि
Karshati.
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 कर्षति
Manah Shashtani Indriyani.
Mana Shastra Indriyani.
मनःशास्त्रेन्द्रियाणि
Prakriti Sthani Karshati.
प्रकृति
Prakriti Sthani Karshati.
Rasraj, you want to unmute and then say, or are you okay to recite, to repeat after us? Okay. Hi Krishna Keshav.
Hare Krishna. Repeat Garan, hey Mataji Bani. You also repeat Mataji.
Keshav.
Yeah, Hare
Hari
Krishna.
Bol.
Hare Bol, Bana.
Hi Krishna.
Yes, Mataji
Oh,
will repeat.
yeah. So, okay. I want Rasraj and Keshav to repeat.
Yes,
Mamaivamsho
ममेवांशो
Jivaloke
जीवलोके
Jivabhuta
जीवभूता
Sanatanaha
सनातनः
Manah Shashtani Indriyani. Okay, we'll break it, okay? Mana
Mana
Shashtani
Shashtani.
Indriyani
Indriyani.
Prakriti
Prakriti.
Sthani Karshati.
Sthani Karshati.
Very good. Okay, we have Subhadra, Girdhari, Aditi, Rasraj, Keshav, Adishri. Okay. Keshav,
Yes, Bana.
Hari Bol. Can I hear your voice?
Hari
How
Bol.
are you?
Hari Bol. Say to Mataji Hari Bol. Hari, Hari, go.
Keshav, how old are you, Keshav?
Mana, how old are you? He is 3. Mana, go. How old are you?
Keshav,
3.
let me see what you're eating.
Yeah.
What are you eating?
What you are eating? Cereal. So to Mataji.
Cereal. Are you hungry?
It's time, dinner time is almost there, Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we'll do is now we'll say the whole verse again, okay? We'll say the whole verse now two lines at a time. Mamaivaamsho loke
Mam-
jeevabhuta sanatana. Yeah.
ममैवंसो
Mamevansho
जीवलोके
jivaloke
जीवभूता
jivabhuta
सनातन
sanatanaha.
मनःषष्ठानि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति
मनःषष्ठेन्द्रियाणि
Manasastandriyani
प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति
santi karsati.
Very good. Rashraj, did you repeat? Hi Krishna Janavi. You want to repeat 2 lines after me? Yes? No? Okay, let us see if we can see the whole verse together then. Adeshri, can you go with the whole verse together? You want to repeat?
Mamansho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatanaha. Mana
Manashashtani indriyani. Shashtani
manasastani indriyani
prakriti
prakriti
sthani karshati.
stani karsati.
Very good. Subhadra Giridhari.
यस माता जी ममैवंसो जीवलोके जीवभूता सनातन मनःषष्ठ इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति
Okay. Keshav. Janavi. Okay, I think let's dinner time for you all.
I'm here, Mataji.
Yeah, go
Keshav
ahead,
will.
Janavi.
ममैवाञ्च जीवलोके जीवभूता सनातना मनःषष्ठानि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति.
Very good. Okay, Aditi, whenever you're there over here, okay? Okay, now
Keshav will repeat after me, okay? Yeah.
yes.
Mamai,
Okay, Keshav.
Mamso, Jivaloke, Jivabhuta, Sanatanaha, Mana, Sastani, Indriyani, Prakriti, Sthani, Karshati.
Very good, Keshav. So, Keshav, you don't want to repeat after me? Should I come over there?
Yeah, yes, he said he want to repeat after Mataji also.
Okay. Can you repeat after me? Mamai Vamsho Jeevaloke Jeevabhuta Sanatanaha Mana Shashtani Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati.
Wow.
Very good. Good job. Wonderful. Can you say the Hare Krishna Mahamantra once?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Vandan. One Hare Krishna Mahamantra full. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Huh? Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Nah.
Very good. Wonderful. Very nice. Okay. So, Rasraj, you want to repeat after me the verse? You want to repeat after me, Rasraj?
Yeah.
Okay. So say Mamai Vamsho
ममैवांसो
Jeevaloke
जीवलोके
Jeevabhuta
जीवभूता
Sanatanaha
सनातनः
Manashashtani
महर्षष्ठानि
Indriyani
Indriyani.
Prakriti
Prakriti.
sthani
Tani.
karshati.
Karshati.
Very good. Okay, so everybody has got the turn. So now we will go with the synonyms, okay? So everyone, where is it? Subhadra Girdhari is there?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, okay. Radheshri is also there. So we'll play a game, okay? The words in Sanskrit and in English. Indriyani,
Senses.
Indriyani, senses, okay? Prakriti,
Immaterial nature.
in material nature. Adishya, are you able to find it?
No, Mataji.
Do you see the slide?
Yes.
Okay. So in that, do you see the words Indriyani is on the third line? Indriyani, senses.
I see it, Mataji.
Yeah. Prakriti in material nature. So whenever you're saying it, see to that you're repeating after it, okay? Then in the world of conditional life,
Jiva Loke.
Jivaloke.
Jeevaloke, very good, is struggling hard.
Karshati.
Kar-
Karshati.
Karshati. Eva,
Certainly.
Certainly.
certainly. Jeeva Bhuta,
The conditioned
The
living
conditional
entity
living
Sanatana eternal.
entity.
it. No, okay, Sanatana is the different word. Sorry, I forgot that. Okay, the conditioned living entity. Jiva Bhuta, the conditioned living entity. Sanatanaha,
Internal.
eternal.
Eternal.
Eternal, very good. The six,
Shashtani.
Shashtani.
Sastani.
Very good,
Shashtani.
Shashtani. Shashtani. Uh, Amsha, Amshaha,
Fragmental particle.
fragmental particle. Okay, Amsha, fragmental particle. Mama,
My.
My.
my, very good. Okay, did we cover everything? Jivaloke,
In the
The
world of
world
conditional
of
life.
conditional life.
very good. In the Jivaloke is in the world of conditional life. Jiva Bhuta is the conditional living
Conditioned soul,
the
conditioned living
conditioned living
entity.
entity. Yes. Okay, so Adeshri, can you read the translation, please?
Okay. The living
Entities,
entities in the in this
conditioned world,
conditioned world are my internal fragmental parts due to
conditioned life.
conditioned life. They are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind.
Very good. Janvi, can you read it?
The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragment parts. Due to my conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind.
Good. Subhadra Giridhari?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, can you read the translation, please?
The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind.
Okay. One second. One slide will add it over here. What is this word? Why did we have this? Okay. So, where are we? Can you all see this verse? We're still seeing the slides, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Okay. So now we talked about the six senses. Remember what is the Lord saying over here is that the living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Okay. Now there are three things, there are four things rather over here. My, which is Krishna's. Eternal stands for
Infinity and beyond. Like
infinity beyond, right? Eternal, it's forever, eternal. And fragmental is
particles, like little fragments of
yeah,
each.
little fragment. Suppose you have any fabric, when you are just removing, suppose the fabric, you are just removing the threads. Those are the fragments of the particle. Or if it's a page, when you're ripping it off, they are fragments that you're making, parts and small parts of a big part, right? And there are parts. It is not the whole, but it is a part. Due to conditioned life. Now remember what we said, talked over here when we were talking about the verse, that it is the fragmental parts, and it is about the conditioned life, and then we are talking about the spiritual life, right? So in this conditioned life, now we'll see what does conditioned life mean. Okay, over here each word is so important. Now due to the conditioned life, they are struggling very hard. So over here Krishna is telling where it is, or he's telling what is the problem, where the problem is, how the problem is, and even like why the problem is. So he's saying that in this conditioned world, and he's saying what is it, that we are all together over here. I'm the main, and you are all the fragmental parts. But because what is the reason? Because you are in the conditioned life, because you are stuck up in this material world. We'll see how we are stuck up. That is the reason what is happening. When suppose now somebody has bound you, somebody is tied up your hands. Is it going to be comfortable for you?
No, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
No, right? When you're tied with something, it is going to be so uncomfortable.
Mataji, it will be
Yes,
hard to get off.
yes, it's going to be hard to get off, and it will be so uncomfortable, and you will not be happy in that, right? So, due to the conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses. Because what happens is, now see the six senses over here. See, the horses over here are representing the six senses. Can somebody tell me what are the six senses?
Mataji, hearing, touching, wait, hearing, touching, smelling, um, mind, and
Listening,
listening. Yeah.
right? The eyes, the nose, the ears, your mind, your tongue. So these are all the ways by which we are trying to see something. When you go to the temple, you know, like, see, now these senses we can use in so many different ways. You remember the example of the knife which is given by Srila Prabhupada about the free will of the person. A knife can be used to chop veggies, right? In the kitchen, it's used to chop veggies. Or suppose the example of a gun, which a soldier is using. A soldier can use the gun on the battlefield, where he is permitted it by law, that he can use it to defend his country. But if the same gun is used to the civilians, then it is a crime, isn't it? The same way, these senses which are present. Now see the eyes. Now what will happen? Let's use the eyes. It can be to watch anything which is not so good. But at the same time, these eyes can be used to watch the features of the Lord, to go and visit the temple and see the Lord. The nose. The nose can smell anything and everything which is around. But if we use these senses in the service of the Lord, what is the best way you can use the nose for?
Smelling, Mataji, smelling the flowers from Krishna in the
Yeah.
altar.
Smelling the altar flowers which are offered like after Narsimarti, what you see, the oil, Narsima oil which is given, or the attar which is given to on your hand. So smelling that is also the best you can use your senses in. Ears, you can have Shravanam. Instead of hearing to any gossip or anything long which is going on, you can always hear to the glories of the Lord, right? Then mind, you can think about the Lord always. And then tongue is for tasting prasadam, which is wonderful, 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 right? Do you all wait for the Sunday feast?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Right. So Sunday feast, you can go and taste the offerings which are made, right? So these senses, because of these senses, so there is a way by which we can, along with the senses, we can get connected to the Lord. But along with these senses, we can get connected to the material world. I'll show you a picture over here. How we see. This is how we are connected to this material world. That there is ego, there is so much of attachment around, there is lust, anger, greed. Because of all these, we are still connected to this material world, and we are not able to leave it and go back. Okay. Now, when we had the word over here, fragmental parts. See, over here, what do we see? This is a gold bar, or this is a gold. This is gold, maybe ornaments or slabs of gold. And at the same time, over here, this is gold dust particles. Okay, so that means it is a part of the gold. But what is the difference that you see over here? Can somebody tell me?
Mataji,
Mm-hmm.
Mataji.
the shape of the gold, like the shape of the gold are different, but they're the same thing.
Okay.
Mataji.
Yes, go ahead.
So like Mataji, basically the same thing like my sister said. So basically the quality is the same, the gold is still present, but the quantity, the amount of gold is not there. So basically there's like missing of a lot of gold, like it's like a flick of gold, it's like one
Right.
particle.
Right. Anybody else wants to explain? Janvi
Um,
wants to.
the other one, it looks much more neater and looks like it has different shapes and it looks like more. It looks better
Perfect.
than like all of them just crumbled together and making a mess.
Yeah. More perfect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So both are gold. This gold is is a whole. Okay. And these are the fragmental parts. Okay. These fragments have come from this. So the quality of this is the same. The quality of qualitatively, this is also gold, this is also gold. Okay. But then the quantitatively, it is different compared to this first image. This is quantitatively, it is less than this. So it is similar. This is the similarity of what we have. Okay. We are qualitatively, we are the same, like, or like Krishna, but quantitatively Krishna is much more bigger, or is more potent than us. So to explain the qualitative and quantitative part, we have the gold as an example over here. Then when we go with yeah. So now when we say that we are connected to this material world, but then how are we connected to the material world? Why are we connected to the material world? So that is given over here. See, like when independence is used in the right direction, one gets liberated. Like how will we go to the spiritual world? This is the spiritual world, right? In the spiritual world, what are the ways that which we can go back to Godhead? Can somebody
Ma-
tell me?
Mataji, we can
Do Shravana,
chant.
Mataji.
We
Very
can
good.
we can chant.
Mm-hmm.
Reading books about Krishna, like Srila Prabhupada's books and quotes.
Okay. So
Serving the
reading books,
lotus
what is
feet of
going to
Lord
happen?
Krishna.
Yeah, what is going to happen by reading books?
One
We
will
can
get
understand. We
knowledge
can
and
understand the way that Srila Prabhupada is explaining to us of how we can go back to Godhead, like
Very
those Back to Godhead magazines.
right. So these are the ways when we start reading books, when we start chanting, when we start listening, what is going to happen? It is going to develop a desire to see the Lord, right? First, the desire will be developed. then you will start working towards it. Then you'll start having the ruchi for it. You'll start having the that taste for the holy names of the Lord. And then slowly, like, see, taste is what? Your tongue. Your listening is what? You are listening to the glories of the Lord. Then you will want to see more the Lord more and more. So materially now you'll be seeing the Lord. And then at some point, when your mind, your eyes, your ears, your nose, everything, all these ways by which you want to see the Lord are totally Krishnaized. It is all instead of saying materialized, we'll say it is Krishnaized. That means it is totally converted only in the bhakti of the Lord. That is the way how we will reach Goloka Vrindavan or back to Godhead. That is if we get liberated, right? If we sit on complaining, oh, this is mine, this is my, this is my, then what is going to happen? Then Krishna will say, okay, you can live in your mind. So he is giving us this independence. It is an example over here, which is given over here. What Srila Prabhupada has given is, we'll put up this, okay? Here you see, what do you see over here?
A parent, Mataji, and a child.
Okay, a parent and a child.
Mataji, they're both outside.
Okay, they both outside. What else is there?
Mataji, the parent is leaving its child for independent, like for it to be independent.
Yeah, both of things are there, right? First, the child is holding the parent's hand. In the second image, you can see that the child is running off from the parent, right? Like an example of a fair. I don't know where, you all have your community fairs, right? Or you all have your, in the school, you have your fun fairs. Adesh, you want to say something?
Mataji, if you don't
Mm-hmm.
hold your parents' hand, you might get lost.
Very good. That is also one more thing which we are looking over here for. So the first thing is that the parent, that you're holding your parent's hand and you're walking. And the second minute, what happens is you see some distraction. You are in a fun fair, or you are in a party, or you are, out somewhere, and you see a lot of toys. Let me put up the second slide over here. Okay. You see a lot of toys, and you see so many things which are so pleasing, and you want to go and have to play with them desperately. Then what happens? Then you, in the second picture, what you see? You leave your parents' hand and you go by yourself. Now your parent, your mother, your father, they haven't left you. What is it? You are leaving your parents' hand and then you're running off. Why? Because you got attracted to something. And then what happened? The parent did come behind you, but what happened over here? Because you made a choice that, okay, I want to leave you and I want to play over here. I want to see how these fancy balls are, how these colorful things are over here. And you forgot about your parents, where they were. And then
Mataji.
what happened? Yes.
So basically, the child is us. Like, we're so immature that we don't know anything. And the parent
Mm-hmm.
is Krishna. And he's guiding us through our life, like our journey. But we forget about it because we see an attraction, which is the material world with so many different types of things, which consumes us slowly by slowly. And then we forget about him.
Right. Because see, when the child is holding the parent's hand, the child will crib. Oh, why are you holding my hand? Do not have independence to even walk alone on the street? Why are you always, controlling me? Let me be free. And then the Lord says, okay, then you're free to go. And because of our free will, so the parent has not drived us off. The parent has not left us off. The parent, what the parent has done is, the parent has already always been with us, but then now, because we wanted to move out, we wanted to think in a different way. Is Rashraj over here? Okay, I think
No,
Rashraj went.
Mataji, he's not.
Okay, okay. So then, because we wanted to be away from the Lord, we wanted to be away from our parents, so we landed up in this play school. Okay, now suppose the child is left his parents and he's in a fair and is in a place where there are all toys. And then he's so engrossed in playing, he plays over there, sleeps over there, then again wakes up and again playing. And there, so the Lord is, we have remember the two birds on the same tree? I hope I have it over here. No, I don't think so. No, the Lord is waiting for us to return. The Lord is waiting for us to return, but we are so busy in this fancy balls and this fancy playing area and everything fancy over here. Maybe there's a food court also over there where they're eating, sleeping, and then maybe at some lifetime when they will realize, oh, where was I? What did I do? Then we will be able to return back to Godhead. Okay. So this is how we are engaged in this material world. Okay. So living entity as an individual soul has his personal individuality and a minute form of independence. See? So every individual matters, every individual has a role to play, every individual makes a difference. Right? We all are individual entities. What happens is when we are going back to Godhead, what is going to happen? We are, see over here, we are all living entities when we are separated from Krishna. The Krishna's expansions, are the innumerable expansions are there. Any form of the Lord which we can relate to, like some of them can relate, or some of them have a lot of awe and reverence for Lord Narasimhadev. Some of them the Krishna Balram form, or some of them the Lord Rama's form. So, any form of the Lord, wherever you get attached, wherever you have more inclination to, that's okay. Because we come from Krishna and we are going back to Krishna. But going back to Krishna, you know what happens is everybody feels, mine, I belong over here. This is mine. So that my feeling is still there. So what is, some of them what say, oh, you know what, when you're going back to Godhead, you are going to become one with Krishna. What do you feel? Is that true? What do you feel? Are you going to become one with Krishna and you do not have your any form? The main point where everybody gets stuck up, that how am I going to lose my identity? Anybody has any thoughts about it? In the material world, because we are independent, right? I have my own body, I am Sita, Preeti, I am Subhadra, I am Girdhari. So when we go to the spiritual world, what happens is, because we are part and parcels of the Lord, we go to his realm, we go to his Golok Vrindavan. But at the same time, your soul, what does the Lord say? That there are n number of times that I have come up, you were there, he tells Arjuna, right? That you were a soul and I am over here. So our soul does not leave its identity, only it is going to change from the material world to the spiritual world. So we do not lose our identity, because everybody has that, that lovingness or that attachment to their own identity. So in the material world, if I am a soul, in the eternal world also I am a soul. It is not that I'm going to go in Krishna and become one with Krishna and then I will lose myself. We are all going to Krishna in Krishna, but still we have our individual identity. Okay, the soul does not get cut off. The soul does not get what you say. It will not get destroyed by anything. It will still have its own identity, and that is what is explained over here. That Krishna is there, we are there, and we are eternally going to be there along with Krishna. Okay? See, the living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling. Only we are struggling because of we are there in this, stuck up in this material world. And why are we connected? We are connected with the six senses, because with our senses we want to taste all the things which are there in the world. With the we want to hear all the other things, all the are going on. And once you get more attached to the material world, you forget about Krishna. Just how the child playing in the playgroup forgets that the parent is waiting over there, isn't it? So, do we have any questions over it or any things which you want to share? Aditi, Hari Bol. Aditi, wait 1 second, okay? I will pull up the slide again for you. Yeah. Yeah, can you repeat the verse with me, Aditi?
Okay, Mataji.
Mamai Vamsho
Mami Vansho
Jeevaloke
Jivaloke
Jeevabhuta
Jivabuta
Sanatana.
Kanatana.
Sanatanaha.
Sanatanaha.
Manashashtani.
Mananashastani.
Indriyani.
Indriyani.
Prakritisthani.
Prakrusisani.
Karshati.
Karshati.
Mamaivamsho jivaloke.
Mamanashi.
Jivaloke.
Jivaloke.
Jivabhutah sanatanaha.
Jivalosa.
Babhutah
Babuta.
sanatanaha.
Kanataraha.
Manashashtani.
Mananashastani.
Indriyani.
Indriyani.
Prakritisthani.
Prakrusisani.
Karshati.
Karshati.
Very good. Anybody else wants to recite the verse? Anybody else wants to recite? Yes, Adishri. Go ahead.
Mamevamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatanaha manashastani indrayani prakristani karsati.
Very good. Anybody else? Okay, so we all are done over here. So what we'll do is we will, okay, stop share. Everybody want to come on video? We'll take a small snap. Keshav, Adishri, Subhadra Girdhari, Jahnavi. Can you all come on video once? Hari bol. Jahnavi, Subhadra Girdhari. Are you there? Okay. So I know it's your dinner time now. So what we'll do is we'll end the call. Okay. Hari bol.
You have to stop recording.
Yes, we'll stop it.